Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Yoga with Carly. So happy to have you here with me today. Happy to have you join me in this practice. All right, this is a little video for anyone who is short on time and is looking to get a nice stretch going before you start your day or maybe in between meetings, after work, keeping it nice, short, sweet, and simple. All right, this is a very highly requested one from my parents, my family. So hope you guys are watching and enjoying, and anyone else that is here today gets to enjoy as well. All right, we're going to start in a seat, taking a few breaths in and out. Just taking big sighs. You can roll the head side to side. And then with a big breath in, we'll reach the arms out and up, look up. And then exhale, bring your right hand down. Inhale up through the left. Exhale, reach up and over, big push. Good. Inhale, press up, reach up, look up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, look up, reach up through the right fingers. Exhale, big bend. Keep the hips rooted if you can. Inhale, reach up. This time, bring the hands back behind you. Lean into the palms. Look up, press the chest up. Maybe if this works, it may not be for your body today, that's okay. But if it is, maybe you press off the hips, roll the weight into the knees, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, sit back down. All right, let's roll forward, hands and knees. Tabletop. Good. Toes come together. Let's sit back, child's pose. You can walk the arms long in front of you. You can rest your forearms together, letting the forehead rest down. You can also take your knuckles to the mat. Rock the head side to side as you breathe. Good. All right. Let's bring those hands forward to feel like we're in another position. Slowly roll the body back up into a table shape. Toes point back from the knees. Let's take some cat and cows here. Inhale, belly rolls down, chest opens, tailbone lifts. And exhale, arch the back, tuck the chin down, palms down, hips forward. 2 more rounds. Inhale up, cow pose, and exhale under cat pose. 1 more time, inhaling up, and exhaling down. Good. Inhale to neutral. Find that flat back or tabletop shape. And then tuck the toes under. Let's slowly press our hips up and back, downward dog. Knees can be bent like this a lot. Knees can also begin to straighten, your choice. Walk the hands back toward the feet and hang out over the legs. You can rest your arms, hands to elbows. I like to sway here and bend my knees. Just letting it all hang out nice and heavy. Good. Release the hands. Bring them to the shins or knees. With an inhale, reach the head forward for a standing tabletop. So legs are long. Knees can also be bent. Tailbone starts to point back, head reaches forward. Big breath in. And exhale down. Good. Take a big bend in the knees. Bring your hand down, right hand down on fingertips or a palm. And then let's start to reach that left hand up as we straighten the left leg. Exhale, release down. Switch hands. Inhale, right hand lifts, right leg straightens or works to straighten. Exhale, back down. Walk those hands forward, back to our downward dog. And then come up onto your tiptoes, bend the knees, look forward, lower the knees, untuck the toes. Good. Sit back, child's pose. Let the hips wiggle. You can also stay in that down dog. Let the hips sway. Inhale, let's come back to that table shape. Good. Take the knees a little wider apart. And then inhale that right hand high for another twist. Exhale, let's thread the needle, right hand between the left hand and knee. Come on to that right shoulder. Good. If you have a blanket, you can add it here for a little more cushion under the head and chest and shoulders. Let's press that left hand down, back of the right hand into the ground. Tug the hips back to the right. Good. Okay, let's inhale, press back up. Reach the hand up, hips forward, and exhale, back down. You can sway a little. Let the head roll side to side. Let some of those big sensations pass through the body and out through the breath. All right, finding that table shape again. Inhale, left hand rotates up, chest rotates. And exhale, thread the needle, left hand down, left shoulder down. Good. Press this right hand into the mat. Rolling the chest up. Press the back of that left hand into the ground and then tug your hips to the left. One more big breath in. And exhale. Good. Inhale, press up, reach up. Maybe onto fingertips, hips press forward. And exhale that palm back down. Wiggle it out. And then bring those ankles together. And let's sit back on the hips. You can also crawl back if that didn't work for your body, no problem. All right, let's scooch toward the middle of the mat. Extend your feet out long. Let's hug the right knee in. Give it a squeeze. And then step that right leg over the left leg. Good. You can either hug this knee in toward the chest, sitting up tall. You may feel a really big stretch here on the outer hip and glute area. Just working on closing the space between the right knee and the chest. You can wrap your left arm around. That works for you. Maybe you reach up through that right hand, look to the right, and exhale, lower the fingertips down. And breathe. Good. If you want a different little twist here, that left hand will release the thigh. Keeping the elbow bent, we'll just slip it inside the knee. Fingers up, and then press the elbow into the knee and chest. Stretching the back of the shoulder and neck, and deepening the twist. Slowly release that. Pick that right leg back up. And let it hang heavy, knee opens, sole of the foot to the inside of your right thigh. Now, if this leg keeps wanting to bend and you have a blanket or a towel, sweatshirt, you can roll it up and just add a little cushion under here, giving you still a nice deep stretch over the hamstring with a little less of that intensity as you fight the body. Mine's just behind the camera or else I'd grab it. Okay, so from here, and before we go further, if you have blocks or again another pillow or prop and this leg is really tight and you feel like you're curling up over the body, you can just bring this block here, give this leg a little support so this part of the body can soften a little more. I'm going to move this out of the way just because I don't really want this to practice today. My hips are feeling pretty open. Okay, all of that prep work to begin folding over this left leg. Grabbing onto the thigh, the calf, ankle, or foot. Breathing here. Notice if you're holding the breath or clenching the jaw. Can you soften a little more? Good. And then we'll take this block. If you have a block, you can use one. If you don't, that's fine. We're going to come to our elbow here, resting right inside the left leg, or you can just keep your hand down on the mat. You just want to be able to push a little bit against the body. Right hand will sweep up. Good. Another big stretch for the outer hip, low back. Good. You can stay here, or like someone has this hand pulling you up, will come up, landing in a twist, left hand to the right knee. Or if you want a little different shape, right hand can come down to the mat by your right hip, left hand up, and then press those hips forward and up. Belly rises. We'll come back down on the exhale, nice and gentle. Good. Lean back into both hands. Send that right leg out, wiggle the toes, the legs. And then let's do the other side. Left knee bends in, give it a squeeze. And then step that left foot over the right thigh. Okay, so same as before. You can just hang out right here. This might feel really good. It might feel like a lot. Breathe. Or taking that left arm, wrap around that left thigh. Left hand lifts and opens, finding the mat behind you for a twist. Stay here or slide that right elbow inside the left knee and press away, deepening the twist. Breathe, one more breath in. And exhale. Slowly unwind. Let's pick this left leg up and rest it inside the right leg. Knee opens wide. Here you can add that blanket or pillow, maybe a block under the left knee. And wiggle the hips and start to fold. Maybe you lean today. Whatever your practice is, remember that it is always enough, and so are you. Yoga has been diluted here in the West, in the United States, to be all about the body, how you look, what you can do or perform. And yoga is not about that. It uses the body, it uses the breath. But the whole aim of this practice is to feel a little better, to feel more like ourselves, to be content with who we are, content with where we are in our life, in our body. So if you notice you're always tugging and forcing yourself deeper, maybe you have a hard time being content. I know I do. I'm always pushing myself. It's hard to relax. See if you can let your head and chest hang a little heavier here and soften a little more in the breath, in the body. And we'll take that twist. So right hand can come down, palm to the mat against the inside of your right leg. You can grab a block if you want, rest the elbow here, or maybe some of us who have a little deeper practice can bring that elbow straight down to the mat. Inhale, left hand high, chest rotates open, long spine. And big exhale. A big breath in. And exhale, like you're being pulled up. We'll sit up. Right hand to that left knee, left hand to the ground for a twist. Or left hand flat to the mat, inhale, right hand high. Exhale, press those hips all the way up, reaching that right hand overhead. And then exhaling back down. Right hand behind the body. Step that right foot in, butterfly pose, soles of the feet together. You can sit up here. If you want, both blocks under the knees. You can just hold the ankles here and work toward lengthening the spine and pulling the heart toward the ankles and toes. And we'll slowly release. You can hold any of these poses for longer, by the way. I'm just doing this for quick and rushed people. Extend those legs long. And let's roll onto the back. Reach the arms up overhead. Big stretch through the hands, the toes. And then exhale, hug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side on the back. Feels like a nice gentle massage. We'll end here with a few twists. So arms can open wide. Let's take both legs to the right. You can grab a block or pillow here, or let those legs come all the way down. Right hand to the thighs. And start to look over toward your left fingertips, letting your left shoulder be nice and heavy. And taking a few breaths here. Slowly release that right hand. Inhale, look up. Lift that left leg, then the right leg. And exhale, legs to the left. Onto a block or a pillow or the ground. Left hand can rest here. This time we'll look over to the right and let that right shoulder be heavy. Let the breath be strong and steady, just like you. Soften through the jaw. One last breath here. And big exhale, release the left hand. Inhale that right hand up. Left leg follows. Gaze lifts to neutral. You can take those hands to the front of the knees and shins, tugging them in toward the chest. Tailbone rolls down. And then exhale, extend the legs long. My advice, if you're a busy person, stay for the Shavasana. Let your body have a moment to be still. Remembering that there is work also in stillness, especially for those of us who are busy or who may have a hard time slowing down and resting and letting things be, letting things go. We'll stay for about 5 to 10 breaths here, closing the eyes, softening the breath, letting the tongue drop down from the roof of your mouth, softening the lips, the throat, the palms and fingertips. And then we'll start to deepen the breath again. Big, smooth inhale. And big sigh. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And let your head roll side to side. Making fists with the hands. Roll out the wrists and the ankles. Let's inhale the arms up overhead one more time. Big, long stretch. And exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And we'll come on to one side of the body. Just rest for a moment here. Notice how you feel now that you moved your body. That you prioritized yourself. Feeling good, feeling better. And then let's press up to a seat. Any seat will do. All right, let's look down, open the eyes. Hands to heart center, feeling some gratitude for your body, for taking the time to be in your body. Thank you so much for another great practice with me, Carly. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, feel free to like it, subscribe to my channel, or send a comment. I will see you next time. Peace.